Yeah, obviously disappointed that we lost. Tough game. Give Miami a lot of credit. They made, some big shots down the stretch, got tight. We had taken the lead, and Cam Kraft made a couple tough ones. On the night, we didn't make our free throws like we normally do. Been a really good free throw shooting team over the course of the year. We didn't make them tonight. And, ultimately, these games come down to a possession or two, and they made the plays you need to make. So give them credit. It doesn't take away anything from, these guys or our season. That's what's the most disappointing is that the season ends, and disappointed for these two guys and the whole team. But these two guys certainly as much as anyone for everything they've given to the program and for this team. But you know what? It stinks that it ended, and certainly the way that it did. But proud of these guys, proud of the whole team, and congratulations to Miami. They certainly deserve to win, and they're worthy of playing in the conference championship game. So I'll let you ask Jalen and Vaughn questions, and then let them get going.
Questions for our student athletes? Just for you guys, there is the possibility of another postseason game potentially. This is the end of the road senior year. Just fun. Start with you. Just what did you think of the game tonight? And just overall, your time at Kent State, what you been able to bring to the program?
My time at Kent State, no regrets. I appreciate everything Coach Cindy and just all my teams that I had over the years. I've been here 5 years. I've been here a long time, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing, honestly. Every experience, every moment. And tonight, I think we played hard. It just didn't go our way at the end of the day. I think we played hard, but it just didn't go our way. The ball didn't bounce our way today.
For you, Jalen, you guys have been in a lot of big games, Miami, Toledo, Akron, and so forth. Just kind of what do you think about how the game played out tonight and just your career as a whole as well?
Like Vaughn said, we played hard. Just didn't win. We all expected to win. We thought we was going to win. We just didn't. But I'm grateful for all the time here I spent at Kent. I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. I'm proud of Kent State. I love all my brothers. Appreciate Coach. Love Coach. And we're going to have these relationships forever.
And at the end of the day, we still champions.
VonCameron, you were just 4 of 22 this tournament. What was going on with the defenses through that made it difficult for you?
Definitely have to, I guess, give it to the other team. Struggled a little bit in the past 2 games, but I don't think they was doing anything different. I think I just missed some shots over the past 2 games, and I think I could have did a lot better, but it is what it is, and the outcome is the outcome. Can't go back in time.
Vaughn is the hardest playing guy on our team. Nobody cares if he's missing shots. We need him on the floor regardless. And it didn't have nothing to do with the opponent's defense. He got to his spots. He got where he wanted. Like he said, the ball ain't bounce our way.
Thank you both. Thank you, everyone. What was kind of your takeaway of what was different, what was similar compared to the other meetings?
I mean, it's similar ending in that they won.
Yeah.
Similar to the last game we played them, that we had the lead late, and they made some plays down the stretch. This time it was Cam Kraft. He made a couple big baskets. The first 2 times we played them, Cam Kraft struggled. We did a great job defensively against him, and quite honestly, I don't think he was in late in the games the first 2 times because of how well we guarded him. And tonight he made some big plays. He's a good player, and tonight he made some big plays for them. He hit I think it was either 2 or 3. I don't have the timeline. Big threes in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game. One to put them up 2 on an underneath out of bounds, and then another one, on a hammer play, on the backside that were highly contested shots, but just big time shots. He also hit a pull up on Sion. That was a big time shot, highly contested. and he's a good player. He's certainly a great shooter. And tonight he made them, and that was probably the difference in the game, was him making those shots. That and again, we didn't make free throws tonight, and we've been a great free throw shooting team all year, but we didn't make them tonight. So, trying to win a close game, and we're 11 for 21, and that's not our norm. We've been, I think we were the leading free throw shooting team by percentage on the season in league play.
Anything else, Coach?
Coach, I noticed early after the loss, and I was thinking back to last year in the same round, when Sullinger at 22, Jalen and Senderoff at 20, they were the only players with double-digit points.
Mm-hmm.
This year, Sullinger was carrying a lot of that offense.
Yeah.
Do you think that was lacking with another backcourt, maybe somebody pulling the weight offensively the way he was tonight?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think for us, we just didn't. If we made more free throws tonight, I mean, ultimately we lost by 8 points. We missed 10 free throws. Probably need to score a little bit more, but maybe if we had 1 or 2 more stops, it might have been different. I have a tough time saying, well, we need somebody else to score more for us to have won. Probably need to have somebody else play a little bit better along with Jalen, but Marquise played well offensively. Cloran was in foul trouble. Rico did a great job on the glass, like he always does. At the end of the day, if we get one more stop, or there was a point in the game where after a timeout we ran a play and Jalen, who played great, he missed the top of the key 3 that I think would have given us a 5-point lead. I think if he makes that, the game might have been a little different. Or if one of those Cam Craft 3s doesn't go in, the game might have been a little different, but they did. So that's the game. And again, give them credit. They made big plays, and they've been good all year. Peter Suter, it was awesome. He's been great every time we've played him. A great player. And give them credit, because they deserve to be playing in the championship game, and they get to play tomorrow night. And that to me is the most disappointing thing, is just, the season ends for these guys. And that's, that's what stinks, because, I would have loved to see Jalen and Vaughn and Cloran and all of them, but the seniors, I would have loved to see them get another chance, to play in the championship game. It's just, it's hard. Like in these leagues, it's hard. So, hats off to both Akron and Miami, because it's hard. And Akron's had a target on their back, coming up here when you're the 1 seed. Everybody's seen that. It's hard as the 1 seed. It's hard no matter what your seed is. It's hard. So give Miami credit, give Akron credit, and wish them both luck tomorrow night. And disappointed, obviously, that we're not there.
With tomorrow's game, as a basketball fan, do you watch that game, or are you ready to step away?
I don't know. You know what? I'm going to have a tough time watching it, but then I'm like, I won't want to watch it, and then I'll probably I'll probably watch it, and I'll be miserable watching it, but I'll probably watch it. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, what can I tell you? I don't want to watch it, but I'll probably watch it. Yeah, beyond curiosity. I mean, I've known, me and Travis work together. I've known John for, 30 years. One of his assistants is one of my close friends. So I'll probably watch it, but I don't want to watch it because I'm miserable, right? I want to be playing in the game. So, and then I got to worry about, I got to recruit a team and all that other stuff that I got to be dealing with. So I'll try to, some of the joy of playing is not having to deal with any of that stuff right now. I'm thinking about my team and trying to worry about the next game. That's part of the joy of coaching the team too, is you're thinking about your next game and that, as opposed to all the other stuff you got to think about once the season ends. So now I got to think about all the other stuff now that the season's over. So, I'm proud of these guys because, again, our team in mid to late January, we were really good at the beginning of the year. And then we had a kid get hurt, Morgan Stafford, who's a really good player, really, really good player. And he got hurt, and he was actually playing hurt. And then he had to shut it down and get surgery. And we really struggled out of the gate in league play. We lost our first 4 conference games at home, including to Miami, where we were awful, including to Akron, who, these 2 teams are playing, where we were embarrassed at home. And there was a point in time where, if you were watching us objectively, you would have said, I don't know if they're going to play in Cleveland. Like, I don't know if they're going to play in Cleveland. They don't look like a very good team at all without Morgan. They just don't look like they could play. So I'm proud of the guys. We finished, 11-7 in league. We finished with the 3 seed. We won our last 5 home games. We won 8 out of 10 games to finish the year. We, then won the quarterfinal game here to play in the semifinals. We're one of 4 teams left, and we just came up short tonight. So I'm proud of all the guys for how they, stuck with it. A lot of teams splinter. A lot of teams fall apart when you're 4-5 and get embarrassed at home to your rival. And we didn't. So that to me is I've really enjoyed. I probably enjoyed coaching these guys as much as I've been a head coach for 14 years, maybe as much as any team that I've had. So it's tough to not coach them tomorrow. So they've been very, very coachable. They've been great to be in practice with. And they've tried to listen and get better each night. Tonight, we didn't play as well as we needed to play. You could look at how we shot the ball. We shot 35% from the field. We just didn't play as well as we need to play. So, they both said it. We played hard. We just didn't play as well as we need to play. So,
So I'm just going to ask, with all the standout players you had at Kent State, I was just wondering if you could talk about where Von and Jalen.
yeah, they're up there. Yeah, it's a great question. They're up there. Both of them are up there. Vaughn played the most games in the history of the school, which is awesome. Something that he'll have forever, I think. Most games played in the history of the school. Jalen's, one of the elite scorers. I think he's in the top 10 or 15 in the history of the school, one of the best 3-point shooters in the history of the school. And his growth as a leader, which you don't put in a record book, is from one year to the next. It's his growth in that area is as high as any player I've ever as high as any player I've ever coached, bar none. So they will be people that I reference as long as I'm coaching at Kent, for sure, as long as I'm coaching, period, for sure. And I appreciate the heck out of them because, again, in this era, Jalen actually left for a while and came back, and Vaughn certainly could have left and gone elsewhere and chose to come back. I think he said he doesn't have any regrets for staying. Both of them played in the NCAA tournament, won a championship here, played in the conference championship game 3 times. And again, these things at Kent, and it's great that they're expected, but it's really, really hard to do. It's hard to play in this game, in the semifinals. And, like I said, there's 4 teams that play out of 12. All 12 teams want to play tonight, right? And only 4 do. It's hard to play in Cleveland. All 12 teams want to play up here, and only 8 do. Next year, there'll be 13 teams, and only 8 do. So it's hard, and all this stuff is hard. And everybody's, every team has expectations to play up here, and every team's trying for the same stuff. So I'm proud of these guys. I'm obviously disappointed, and I feel for these guys. So, but I'm very proud of them too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Great. Thank you, guys.